12. 12 months. 12-hour day. 12-hour night. 12 zodiac signs. 12 astrological houses. 12 eggs. 12 roses. 12 pack of beer. 12 soda. 12-inch ruler. 12-inch footlong. 12 face cards in a deck. 12 days of Christmas. 12 gods of Olympus. 12 titans that ruled the golden era. 12 layers of creation. 12 templates of reality. 12 spices sprouted in Israel. 12 sons of Andrew. 12 sons of Jacob. 12 sons of Ishmael. 12 disciples. 12 archangels. 12 is divisible by more than any other number under 60. 12 is the KISS number. This means you can group 12 multidimensional spheres and they won't overlap. Plato said, Earth has 12 sides. The tree of life has 12 fruits. Chapter 12 of Revelation is when New Jerusalem returns with 4 sides pointing in the 4 cardinal directions with 3 doors on each side equaling 12. Each door represents the 12 tribes of Israel. New Jerusalem can be measured by 12. I wonder if that's actually a spaceship. We'll talk about that another day. Angels tell a story in Revelation 12 times. Jesus once healed a woman who had been sick for 12 years. Jesus would speak in temples at 12 p.m. Jesus first spoke in a temple at 12 years old. Jesus fed the hungry with 12 baskets. The 12 cakes in the tabernacle came with 12 silver plates, 12 bulls, 12 rams, and 12 lambs. Solomon appointed 12 governors. 12 is a spiritual number. 12 is the number of the universe. How come the ancient Sumerians, Egyptians, the Greeks, and everyone else knew about the number 12 and its power? Did you know some people are born with 6 fingers on each hand, and these folks tend to be healthier than the average person? The Mayan calendar was set to renew on 2012. 12 is a product of 3 and 4. 3 represents the Holy Trinity. 4 the directions of the world. Together they represent heaven. Together they represent perfection. Together they represent everywhere. 12 means government. 12 means authority. 12 means control. 12 also means harmony and community. The majestic 12. Welcome to episode 12 of The Jay Rooney Show. Man, this has only taken me like 10 times to get through. I've been laughing all morning at this, and I mean, wow, 12 represents a lot and has a lot of meanings. I think it's safe to say 12 is an important number. It seems as if our world and universe is made of numbers. So much so, I can't help but to question the world around me, and I wonder if you're like me and question it as well. I can't stop thinking about what 12 can mean. Things like, is God real? Were people designed by a more advanced being, one of higher consciousness? Why are there flying chariots in the Bible? And what sounds like a spaceship landing? Is 12 a code or some sort of algorithm? The number a simulation is based on? Our simulation? Scientists are talking about creating simulations themselves, so if they believe they can create one, how do we know we're not already in one? Perhaps that explains why we haven't met extraterrestrials yet. The Fermi paradox. According to physics, it's impossible to simulate the entire universe. It's just too big. What if that's what they want us to think? What if we're being tricked into thinking the universe is endless, but it's really some kind of a projection? Have you ever seen the first Men in Black? Remember the galaxy the bug was going after? Or the second Men in Black when Jay opens a locker and an entire world was living in it? At the end of the movie, they open the door to a larger world themselves? What if our galaxy was the size of a jewel? Or that we're in a simulation inside another simulation and we're just the next one to create the next simulation? They say Albert Einstein would have an idea pop into his head and he would sit there solving mathematical equations all in his head. Nikola Tesla would wake up from dreams with an idea and know how to build it. It's almost as if somebody uploaded information into their brains so they could advance humanity. We're still catching up to Nikola Tesla's inventions and Einstein's ideas. The theory is a sufficiently advanced civilization could create a simulation. Elon Musk thinks our reality has a 1 in a billion chance of being a base reality. He says, look at video games. We were just playing Pong 40 years ago. And now look at games, how realistic they are. I think it's fun to ask myself, are we more likely living in the Matrix or iRobot? Perhaps it should be the Matrix and Ready Player One. What if the reason we can't travel the speed of light is because we would be going faster than the simulation could keep up? This all probably seems loony already, so we might as well get to today's trending topics. So let's dive into the Rooney Bin. And the first story in the Rooney Bin is Trump's social network. So you may have heard Trump finally launched Truth Social, which is Donald Trump's social network. And of course, it hasn't started off very well. It's been practically inaccessible for the first few days. Some technical glitches, 13-hour outage, and an over 300,000 person waitlist. So, needless to say, he's going through some growing pains of starting a social network. I think everybody goes through this when they start any new business. He also has a track record of doing really well sometimes and doing really bad sometimes. And I'm sure this will be par for the course. I'm sure he'll figure it out and get it up and running. I don't think I'm going to join. I recently got rid of Facebook and I'm not really into social media. However, I am on Twitter, jrooney213, if you want to check me out. Feel free to follow me there. But if not, please subscribe to this channel if not already. Like this video. I would really appreciate that. But I'm starting something new here with my podcast, and my mindset has been to just jump into this and let's learn on the way. I think jumping into things forces you to learn and it forces you to grow. And I have no doubt Trump jumping into that's only going to do the same. Next, scientists uncover the fossil of an enormous flying pterosaur that lived 170 million years ago, the first of its kind. The findings push back our understanding of when these large animals were first able to fly, moving it around about 25 million years further into the past per a scientific study. A rare near-complete fossilized skeleton of a prehistoric pterosaur was found in Scotland. It would have been the largest animal to fly 170 million years ago, with an 8-foot wingspan. The fossil changes our understanding of evolution of large winged animals. These things are bigger than pterodactyls and as big as a fighter jet. I'm glad I wasn't around 25 million years ago. However, I'm not convinced we still understand how old things actually are. Anyways, this is extremely exciting indeed. I can't wait to learn more. Next, this might be a little late, but Russia's audacious military mobilization in and around Ukraine is the first major skirmish of a new order in international politics, with three major powers jostling for power in ways that threaten America's primacy. The challenges are different than the U.S. and its network of alliances faced in the Cold War. Russia and China have built a thriving partnership based in part on a shared interest in diminishing U.S. power, per the Washington State Journal. Russia is a critical gas supplier to Europe. The U.S. gets a lot of computer chips from Taiwan. The United States is already more dependent on Taiwan's high-end microchips than it was in the Middle East on oil decades ago. China definitely wants Taiwan. And Russia really just has a military and a lot of gas. So they really have a lot to gain by advancing, and even more so beyond Ukraine. Things are heating up out there. Stay focused on your health. Go to the gym. Meditate. Take some time for yourself and relax this weekend. I have a feeling the posturing is over, and we're watching these governments position themselves, getting ready to strike. Monday through Saturday, YouTube and Rumble. Jay Rooney Show.